Hey, that was fun. We got about 32 pounds of wet greens from about 5 trees. This week, if you text SPICE to 813-696-6676, you have a chance to win a free bottle of Spice. We're going to draw the winner on Saturday, so get your name in the hat. This is a mixture of green moringa powder with turmeric and also black pepper. It's a nice little nutritional additive to any meal. World famous moringa spice, directly from Grow Moringa Farms. Go ahead and text SPICE to have a chance to win this weekend. Today we're going to go ahead and harvest some trees. We have tree number 25, 26, 27. This is tree number 27. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little marker here. I might even just put the marker on number 28, just to kind of skip a couple. So I can keep track of the numbers. Now I'm going to be just, for the rest of the summer, I'm just going down the line. So let's go ahead and show you what's going on here. Yesterday we just harvested number 26, 26, this is 27. Number 27 is looking good, got some drumsticks. Number 28. So we'll go ahead and get sign 28 in place. We're starting to organize and label all of our trees. And you can see 28 is a really great tree. And we'll start getting these trees trimmed back now. I wanted to get the phone in the shade here while we harvest just for a few minutes. It's starting to get a little hot. But you can see here off to the left, we've got turmeric, and we've got the second row of trees over to the left. And I've got your signs. Got your signs here. This is the adopted moringa tree sign. We're going to make it a little bit bigger and put your QR code there. So that way you can promote your business. We have a place for your name and the space number. And you can now adopt one of these trees as your own. And you'll be able to receive some of the harvest. So we'll just put this here. 28 for now. Let's go ahead and bring the cart down. And since these trees are not yet reserved, we'll probably just put these 3 here in one bin for now until the trees start getting reserved. Then we'll separate them more. All right, this one's coming down in the middle, so I'm going to pull this one off. That's just kind of coming in the middle there. We've got lots of cuttings. The next video that I make here, right after this one, we're going to plant some cuttings together out in the field. Let's go ahead and get these 3 trees back real quick. Go ahead and pull this off. That was just kind of going in the middle. This one's just kind of going in the middle. And as a way to restart this tree to keep it pushing out bushies, we just pop the tops. This one actually looks like it was damaged. Look at that. You can keep that one. We'll pop the top there. And we'll just keep these popping tops. These are just, this one's just kind of going in the middle. I'll actually even just bring this one back down short. Get a cutting out of it. Get her back down short. Take the drumsticks off. Oh, there's some gum on here. There's some moringa gum. Yeah, I think I kind of want to bring all of these tops back a little bit, just to kind of help inspire her to pop. Just noticing if there's any damage. There's a little bit of damage there. Pull anything off that looks like it's just not benefiting the tree here, and then also just bring this back short as well, just to help this tree get back to bushy. Pop this off here. Boom. She should get real bushy now. This tree's gonna get real tall. There we go. Thanks, Miss Moringa. Let's go ahead and go down to this one. 28. Lots of drumsticks. Hey, Gandhi. Gandhi's hanging with us. Hello, sir. Gandhi's hanging. All right, so number 28. Let's see, do we have any shade here yet? Let's go ahead and see if we can pull this down a little bit and put it behind the grass. And you can see what's happening here. Okay. This is getting also pretty tall and stretching. So I think what I want to do is just go ahead and bring also this tree back down short, because she's got 3 up there, they're way up there, but we could get a whole bunch more if I just bring a lot of these back down short. Same thing with this. Doesn't need to be so tall. We had like 10 inches of rain yesterday in downtown Plant City. And there's a moringa farm down there, and all of their big trees fell over. It's one of the reasons why I don't like to keep my trees too big, because they get too heavy and I don't waste any of my greens. You know, I use the greens. So I'm actually utilizing and making products out of the greens. This is my main focus. So for me, it's really important to keep the trees short, to use them, to harvest them, to make products from them, medicine, to eat them. Hey, Gandhi. Gandhi's still hanging here with us. My little farm kitten. All right, so we got number 28 done, and let's just do number 29 real quick together, and then we'll bring the material back up before the phone gets too hot. That's what's important about getting out here early right now. Got to get out here before 10. And so we're training these trees to get big and to bush down real low, take all the drumsticks off. Keep a fat base. And we want these babies to bush out even more. This is going to help quite a bit. And that's it. That's a nice harvest there. Might even just go over here real quick and do row number 2. Let's set up maybe real quick while we're still going. Row number 2. We'll just come on down. Here comes the cat. See if he jumps. Is he gonna go? He's gonna do it. Go ahead, Gandhi. Go up there. You're gonna go up there? He was thinking about it. That is one of his spots that he likes. All right. See, we got a lot of bushiness over here in row number 2. We could probably just grab real quick some greens off of row number 2. Let's keep this baby in the shade. and see what we can do here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and clean up down here, down below. Get rid of some of these weeds around the base. Expose. Whew, man, this grass is long. Yeah, this was one of the spots I forgot to mow. She's starting to lean in. Oh yeah, totally leaning in. Totally leaning in. So I've got to get some more soil right here. That's what this tells me right here. Yep, I got to bring in some more soil right here. And look, see how she's just getting heavy? So soft ground. I have lots of mulch on the ground, and they're just falling over, and they're getting real tall real fast now that we're full steam summer. So right now is the game of stocking up, because we're pretty much preparing for Black Friday. Now at this point, here it is, July, August, September, October, coming in maybe the tail end of July, 4 months. So I need to stock up hundreds of pounds. We have sales. We had somebody hit me up yesterday, wholesale, for 50 pounds. He hasn't closed the deal on them yet. But he texted me and I sent him some information on 50 pounds USA powder from right here. Let's go ahead and bring this over a little bit more. And let's see if we can go ahead and just get this big tree here together as well. This one's nice and big. All right, so let's do this one together. Let's get the grass back a little bit. See how I'm stepping on sticks? This one's just kind of going low, going down. I'm just going to set the sticks over here real quick, actually. Yeah, because the bin's already full. We'll just set that there. The goal is to just pull away. This is what we're doing every morning. Before it gets too hot, we come out, assess the trees, do some harvest, take off any excess branches that just don't make sense for the design here. That one looks good, actually. We'll keep that one. This is beautiful. We will keep this tree, mostly pretty big. There's a knob here. I'm just going to take off that knob. And now is really the time where we just pull anything off that's going in the middle to really thicken this tree up and have a real split for the summer. We don't want to get her too tall because the winds are going to get heavy here. So by pulling a lot of these back and keeping her short, it's going to help her stay a little lighter on her toes. And also by opening this up, it's going to not only regrow all new greens, so we get fresh new greens, but also any of the greens that come in, they won't be wet and turn yellow. Okay, so this one here completely died back. See what I'm doing? If there's like three, I'm just keeping, which ones seem like they would do the best here? These two. This one looks like it's kind of coming off to the side. It's in a good spot though. I don't know, I might keep all three. I'm gonna take the one off that's going towards the middle a little bit more. Let's come back here. Come back here, come back here. And now this tree is starting to get a little bit more manageable. And come in here, take down some of the greens. Now we can actually start to walk through. Oh, I gotta get this one next. start to walk through this area here of the orchard. So if this is 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, this is, oh, because there's going to be 30, 31. This is, I think, 35, 36. We'll get numbers on this next. Because we plan on putting a few more out down at the end there. I'll count that out. And yeah, this is the one that is dead. It's kind of sitting here rotting, dead. There's some some greens coming in down below here. The root system here is exposed, but she's pretty solid. So what I might do is need to bring in some more soil. That's the thing, is now that this area is really starting to settle down after several years. I might keep this one just to keep it bushy down low, and then just bring this one back here. No need to keep them too tall. Now she's cleaned up, opened up. Our job is now to be going all the way down. I'll find out the number of this tree and I'll come back and actually let's go together. Let's count this out together. So I know we have a map. But we'll take a look here and I'll make sure. So if I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, 1, 2, 3 steps, 1, 2, 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 28, 29. So we do 1, 2, 3. That's 30. 1, 2, 3. That's 31, and I think I do have 31 right there in the middle of the pathway. I remember 31 right in the pathway. Yep, and then 1, 2, 3, 32, 1, 2, 3, 33, 1, 2, 3, 34, and I'll probably just end it right there. We have a little bit of a driveway here that I also want to thicken out anyways. So we'll do 34, and I do believe number 35 is this first one right here. So I'll come back with a sign. We'll number 35. We'll start to bring the greens in, and we'll check in with you in just a second as we clip in this next video here. Gandhi's making sure that we're good. He's making sure that we're good. We good? We're good. And Jackie's here. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, so here we have tree number 35. Right out here in the middle of the field at the front. Looks like I already cut this tree back not too long ago. She must have been getting really big. But now is a key step in ensuring that you can structure this tree out. I can structure this tree out for you by pulling off any branches that are just coming into the middle. This is going to prevent any yellowing and ensuring that the greens stay green and we don't lose any greens. We're going to get these greens dried. So we're just pulling out anything in the middle first, down low. Anything that's just kind of coming towards the center, we're going to go ahead and just take. Thank you, Miss Moringa. And then look at that. Not only did we get a nice handful of greens, but she opened up real nice there to now where we can see what's going on. Now we just come back and we pop tops, pop tops, pop tops, and she'll bush out even more. And that's it for right now. We could pull more greens off if we were really, really trying to get lots and lots of greens right now off of this one tree. If we didn't have any other trees, I mean, we could real quickly, might as well just pull some of these lowers off. They look good. We can leave some. We can pull any excess moments. She's still short and low. We can pull any of these lowers off. We can really begin to see if there's any other coming in the center. I like that one that's kind of coming out there. This one we can keep. And that's it. Like if this was my only tree, I'd really be pulling off a little bit more to harvest, but we've got 75,000 on the property. So we don't have to take so much. That's good for number 35. And we've got number 36 here, which we just harvested. 37, let's go ahead and get number 37 back together. Here real quick. Spend some time on 37. Let's get this down below. We're starting to number all of our big trees, so that way we can give them away to sponsors. You can claim your tree if you like the look of a tree, you like the location of the tree, then you can sponsor one of these big trees here. This one here is probably a class B. She's going into class A very soon. This tree here is going to be going into a class A here probably after this harvest. So let's bring her back and get her thickened out even more. Right now we're just keeping the trees short. They still have several months to stretch. So right now, let's get them short. I don't think we're gonna have as a severe of a winter this year. I think in October, November, we're still gonna have lots of heat, and these trees are gonna keep producing mostly all winter. We're coming out of a La Nina, and we're coming into an El Nino. Here, still getting anything that's kind of coming in the middle here, and thinning out, spacing out. Like it doesn't need this extra piece here, but this is a nice stick. We could even just throw her in to see if she takes. Right there, we can just throw that in. These branches are just kind of going into the aisle here. We have a nice orchard aisle here. I do really like this one though, so we're gonna take these two down here off, and then I'm gonna reform. This one's nice actually. That's kind of going straight up there. So I'll pop that. That way that splits right there. Although that's really nice too. I'll just pop that and we'll determine which one, whether we keep the lower one here in like a year, or we just keep this one, or even because it's just going into the aisle, we'll see. I really like this one now. We're gonna take this middle one off because it's just crowding that one. Let's pop that. These two are just kind of going into the middle here. So we'll take these. I can kind of feel that she's kind of wonky in the root. So this is going to be good to keep solidifying the base. I'm going to keep putting soil down here. Like I said, all this mulch is starting to settle. Let's get this rotten piece off of here. Froze back. Let's get that piece out of there. Keep the grass from coming up in here. And the weeds. I dropped some oh, and then we have a chaya here. It's getting smothered by grass. And a Mexican sunflower here. Let's just get some of this grass chopped back. Open this up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now we can see here Mexican sunflower and a chaya. I just kind of put them here just to see which one would take first. Looks like the chaya is doing really well in this spot. I'm not sure if you can see me here. Yeah. Chaya is doing really good here. So what I'll do is I'm just going to move the Mexican sunflower. Now that she's rooted, I'm going to go ahead and put the Mexican sunflower here in this spot in the middle of these two. Oh, it looks like I got some glass in here from the fire. So I'll clean this out. We'll stick this up at the ends here so I can catch them for later. I try to take as much glass out as I could. And we'll just plant this Mexican sunflower right here. And what the Mexican sunflowers do is really just help to build up more soil, so more matter. And also I can use it to keep the grass from coming in. So we'll put this Mexican sunflower here. She'll do good. Nice. Then we've got another little moringa coming up there. Keep these weeds from coming in. Now I've got a nice chaya here. This nice chaya. I like this chaya coming up here. So we'll just keep her formed really nice. I like that she's got two solid bases forming here. A nice chaya plant. She's already flowering. Down here she's actually got 3. And just keeping the grass tamed back. And she'll produce some more shade here in this spot, helping to also keep this back. This Mexican sunflower is going to do good. Let's pop this top here. And continue finishing up this moringa here. This is just kind of boom. And then let's bring this tree back short. And what we'll do is I'll go ahead and cut to bringing in some soil here. And I'll show you the soil down here. You can see that I dropped some sand and some soil from the fire pit here. So we got some fire ash down in there. I dropped some fire pit soil. And then we've got our chaya coming up here in a nice spot. And then we've got number 39. Let's go ahead and get Miss 39 back real quick. Here, let's see here, number 39. Let's go ahead and just reveal some of her, pop her tops. Yeah, the popping of the tops, pushing back anything that's kind of crowding is going to help thicken this base up a little bit more. See, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4. She doesn't need all that. But if I wanted to keep this one, but get rid of this one, now she's got 3 evenly spaced out. And then this could split out into here. 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 So now we'll have this 2 turns into 3, 4, 5. And she could even pop another one out down low out here. And this is a nice structure. We'll leave one on there. This area is looking real nice. I might end up getting another like another chaya or even like a cassava here in this position, just to help keep this grass back down in this spot here. Really just starting to tame back this area. You can see that she's pretty gnarly with the grass here. Coggin grass. But that's a part of, oh look. Oh, okay, we just cut that chaya back there. Okay. No, this is good. Love it. Looks great. We got a lot of greens here that I'm gonna get. And then I think that's good for now. Let's go to the table and do some processing together. Thanks. I also got some jewels of opar coming in here at the base. I'm gonna get some more soil dropped off on these trees. Let's go ahead and drop a little bit of soil now in row number 2. Now that we've revealed some low spots, there's a low spot here that's kind of needing to be addressed. There's a low spot there that needs to be addressed. There's a low spot there, and there's a low spot there, and also exposing some of the roots. What I might even do is get some of these pieces cut back so that way the roots start going a little bit lower. Now we've got a chaya, and then we've got number 39. Might also bring some soil, and then we'll plant something right here in this space. We've got turmeric there at the base of that oak tree, and this is row number 2, looking real nice now that we've got her cut back a little bit. Let's come back with some soil. Let's load up a little bit of soil for our babies out there. After about 2 years or so, the mulch is starting to break down and it's exposing the root systems. Thankfully, we have a soil company right down the street from here, Varanza, a local USDA certified organic soil operation, and they dropped this off 18 yards for about $500. And I list pots of soil on Facebook Marketplace, and people come out here and get soil for cash, and that brings in an extra couple bucks every day. Just cash, walk-ins. Then when they get soil, they also buy some trees and buy some product. And so using Facebook Marketplace is a good way to attract some extra cash and sales. It's the new Craigslist. And so we'll just load up a little bit here, right out here in front of our greenhouse, where I've got a couple thousand moringa trees sprouting in there. I've got to get cut back. Got some gingers starting to pop up, shampoo gingers. And I do like cuttings of like firebush and other little things from around the farm here in just this little area right here, and just keep using this nursery space, shaded nursery space, as like a little incubation chamber. Let's go ahead and go outside and raise up this area of the farm. Let's go. This is row number 2 out here in the orchard. Zone 3. So zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, row 1, row 2, and this is an orchard row where we have moringa trees about every 10 feet apart. It's a double row. So instead of having just one single row in the middle, I went ahead and separated that by about 4 or 5 feet, and then opened it up to where we could walk in the middle and have a stagger. This helps to thicken up the space and to be able to produce a little bit more greens. And right now I'm noticing that the mulch in this area is starting to recede. And so let's go ahead and just raise up this grass. Yikes. Got me tripping. Got me tripping right now. Yeah, this grass is no joke, but we just got to tame the field. Let's lift up this area a little bit. I knew that this area was going to soften up quite a bit over time. This is where some of the first loads of oak mulch were being dropped on the property. Thankfully, I don't have anything yet in that spot, but the goal here is to have something like this. I just put this Mexican sunflower here. I did put some, looks like I put a cutting of the chash tree, the pollinator right here. That beautiful pollinator. She's got tons. Right now, if you just take a second, I'll just keep it still and just look how much pollinators are on that right now. So I'm trying to get it, many more of those planted out here. So we'll just keep dropping some soil down in this line. So now that we're about right here, just fixing any of the low spots and making sure these trees don't have too much exposed to the elements. I think, yeah, this one was kind of falling over a little bit. So I want to go ahead and support that back area right there with some soil. This is getting you guys a peek into the daily life of a moringa farmer. It's out here, middle of the day, and we're farming. This is what it takes. Keeping up with your trees, looking at your trees, touching them on them, trimming them, cleaning them up, loving on them. Gives them good energy. Saying thanks, gratitude. Pull up any yellows, don't really need any of those. We'll keep some of the greens on there. Oh, hey, what's up, little baby? We'll leave you be. There's a little lizard there. Let's see here. Yeah, some roots. It's okay. Let's go ahead and just start covering this up a little bit, especially on the back side here. It's just because after 2-3 years of the oak mulch breaking down, a lot of this receded. Now the next step after this is to even put another layer of mulch down. I knew that I was going to have to do this. Just keep these trees here. Also, what happens is when the trees get bigger, believe it or not, the roots push up the tree. So the tree sometimes even lifts up a little bit. At the same time, it's also pushing down the soil. And the soil is breaking down. The soil is washing away. The soil is eroding. So this is a nice solid tree that we want to keep solid down in there. And that should help. Let's see. Oh, we got a little bit back here. Let's go ahead and dump the rest of this right here in this little spot. Doesn't need much here. She actually looks like she's pretty good. Oops. There's our sign. Let's make sure our signs stay good. This is just a little temporary signs just to start numbering out, and then we'll get more serious signs as we go. I don't think I'm going to actually put anything here just because, but we got some extra soil. I don't really think anywhere else needs it. Maybe we can just go ahead and come back and drop it here on this one, because this is kind of like a little bit of a dip right here. There's a little dip right here. So let's go ahead and just put it right here in this little spot. And then we'll start the process. Yeah. Start the process. There's just a little dip right here anyways. We'll go ahead and just keep lifting her up a little bit. Might as well. Got plenty of soil. Thanks a lot for watching this week. Like I mentioned, if you text SPICE, you could win a free bottle of Spice. I put it on everything. Nice. All right, let's get to processing. Got some watermelon coming up. Some watermelon that we ate from the store, seeded watermelon. Let's see how far she gets by October, November or so, harvest season. This was one of the first watermelons that came out in like May, June. Planted the seeds in like June. Now she's already coming up. The pumpkins are doing great. Hey, welcome back. So we found our station set up here, and we find that life is good and simple when you just focus on consistency. And one of the things that I like to teach is just doing this over and over and over every day to build up your cash flow, revenue streams, your stock. Like, you might only get this one stick today off of your one tree. And then a week from now, you might get another stick. And the week later, you might get another stick. You know, this is 10 years of consistency for me. It's where now I have a table every day. I actually have probably 100 tables worth of greens out there in the field. But that's just because I didn't give up. And I stuck with it. So now people know me, like me, and trust me for providing them with high quality moringa that's green and consistent, and showing love to the trees and the bees and the plants, growing things organically, and just sticking with it. And I get back to people. I get back to anybody who's asking questions about their order. Where is it at? And you know what? Gratefully so, people, respectfully so, people are also really grateful that I get back to their question. You know, they're just asking, you know, hey, where's their order? Usually I say, hey, not to worry. You know, it just takes a little time. As you can see, after this, it's going to take a week for this to dry. And so the level of planning ahead is so important here in farming and in business, that we're constantly planting sticks every day. So one of the things that I'm doing right now, just to help make sure that I maintain a high level of production, not only for this year, but also thinking about next year in case trees get frozen or we lose a bunch of trees. I'm planting every stick now. I'm so serious about getting this stick back into the ground, and I'm keeping the tips as much as I can intact and planting these sticks So I'm going to go ahead and spend a little bit of time here just breaking this down, and let's see how much material we get off of row number 1. We were just out in row number 1. I think we got tree number you know, the tree numbers that we were working with earlier were like 26, 20, like 28, 29, 27, 28, 29, and then we also did 34, or we did 35, 36, 37, 38. So we did the 30s. I'll go ahead and pop this top. One of the things is that when you have a cutting like this, oh, see, I don't even know if I really want to use that cutting. It's missing a lot of the bark. Well, what I can do is I can at least just cut this back and use that. I can cut that back, use that, and I can even cut that back and use that. I just wouldn't want this to root, and then it's already got a lot of missing bark. But one of the things that I can do here is even score this. Here like this, and that should pop right off. Boom. And then that's at an angle, and then I can stick that in the ground, and that'll root. I'll toss that, and that'll turn into new soil. And then we can just get a bunch of these cuttings aside for planting. So we're stocking up. We're going to show you everything that we get. This might take 30 minutes or so. Stay tuned and watch the time lapse. Hey, that was fun. We got about 32 pounds of wet greens from about 5 trees, 2 or 3 of which were Class A, and about 3 of them, so I would say maybe about 6 or 7 trees actually, and the others were Class B. But all in all, great assessment, great detail, attention to detail. Now it's time to go ahead and dunk these trees in some water, shake them off, get them on the racks to dry. 32 pounds. That's going to come out to about, let's see, I got my other phone here. About 1/5. So it'll probably be about 6 pounds. So we got about 5 or 6 pounds off of these 6 or 7 trees. Some of the trees were bigger than others. So, wow, could be about a pound a tree. And with that, with your sponsorship, what we'll do is organize it by tree. So as soon as the tree is sponsored, that tree is going in its own bin. Right now, since many of the trees haven't been claimed yet, it's just kind of going all in one. We're recording all of it. This is going to go in the Adopt a Tree video sheet. We also got about a pound of drumsticks, and you can see here that we got a bunch of cuttings. The next video that I make, I'm probably going to go ahead and just get these cuttings in the field. We've got about 2 or 3 hours left of sunlight. We had a beautiful rain this afternoon, not 11 inches, but still, things are growing really well. You can see, got the banana circle, bamboo, chaya, gingers, and a plethora of varieties of plants growing here at Grow Moringa Farms. Your moringa trees are very well taken care of, and would love to see you reserve your tree. If you want to give me a call, if you need me for anything, you can text sponsorship or adopt, text adopt. If you need a call back and you want to learn more information about which tree to pick, we have 3 classes of trees, 3 sponsorship packages for large companies, medium to small companies, and for the individual, the community themselves, to support Grow Moringa Farms, the continuation and growth and scaling of this property as we begin to build infrastructure, new buildings, sheds, getting equipment and sourcing, so that way we can fully build out our moringa farm here in Plant City. Once again, I'm Kendrick Henry. I'm open here at Grow Moringa Farms Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we'd love to see you come by. Thanks a lot for this marvelous day. I mean, we started this morning at 9. Here it is already 6 o'clock, and this makes a day. And we're still not done. We still have to go ahead and empty the racks from last week's greens, get those in the laboratory to begin processing, sifting, and then tomorrow Jackie will be packaging those products up for us, our new helper assistant that is in the shop, and she's been here for about a month now. So she's been fully trained. She's coming in and she's getting things done, and we're shipping products out super fast. If you order at growmoringa.com, your product will come a lot faster than it has in the past. Thanks a lot for just keeping up with me. Keep coming back for more. Thanks a lot for your patience and for trusting me as your #1 source for moringa here in the USA. Peace and love. I'll see you soon. Ciao.